Good morning. Again, we've got significant digits, this time calculations. So how can we do different operations with significant digits to be able to get those calculations? Then make sure that's going on page 25. This will be the last part that we put on page 25. Make and analyze measurements using significant figures to communicate levels of accuracy and precision. Again, huge deal, and makes it so much easier because we don't have to guess where to round our numbers in the future. We'll always know based on significant digits. So quick reminder, we've got a number like 6,903 is going to have 4 significant digits. 56.02 is going to have 4 significant digits. 56.0 is 3. Because there's no decimal, 5,600 no decimal is going to have 2 significant digits. This number will have 4 significant digits because that non-zero 3 is the first one that counts as a significant digit, and then that'll be all of those zeros in front are leading zeros that aren't going to actually be significant. Then this number is 6 significant digits, 3 significant digits, and 5 significant digits. So if any of those you are unsure about, you may want to jump back to that last video and make notes on what it is that you need to ask questions about having to find significant digits. So multiplying and dividing. When you multiply or divide numbers, you're going to count the total number of significant digits for each number, and your final answer is going to have no more significant digits than the lowest significant figures that you started with in your original numbers. So if I've got 6.7 and I'm going to multiply by 1.1 moles, moles is something we'll deal with a little bit later, then my final answer with that is going to be 7.37. When I put that in the calculator, it gives me out 7.37. However, because it's multiplication here, I have to check my 2 numbers here. 6.7 had 2 significant digits, and 1.1 also had 2 significant digits, so I can only keep 2 in my answer. So that'll be those 2 significant digits right there. The 7 is going to round the 3 up. So then I end up with a final answer of 7.4 moles. That would be it rounded to the correct significant digits. If I'm looking at 3.3 moles divided by 1.1 moles, then I'm going to do that calculation. I get 3. However, that's just what the calculator tells me. Because both of these numbers have 2 significant digits and 2 significant digits, I need 2 in my final answer. So when I get that 3, to give an extra significant digit, I'll need to add another 0. So 0.0. 3.0 would be my correct answer for that calculation. So some examples. We've got 35.72 times 0.0032. Type that in the calculator, and what you should get is 0.114304. Go ahead and take a second, see if you can figure out how many significant digits that'll need to have. Okay, again, because it's multiplication and division, we got to check how many significant digits for that number. It is 4 significant digits. And how many significant digits for this number? That'll be 2 significant digits. So then I can keep the least of those. So that's going to be my 2 significant digits. Check. Those 2 I can keep. My 4 is going to round that down to 1, okay, or keep it the same. So then my final answer is going to be 0.11. Okay, then next example, go ahead and see if you can tackle this one. Pause the video, see what you get. All right, when I calculate this out, I should get an answer of 0.1997. When I take into consideration my significant digits, I've got 4 significant digits on that first number, and my second number only has 1 significant digit. So since I can only have 1 significant digit, I'm looking right there. The 9 will round it up to a 2. So I'll end up with 0.2 as my final answer. And try this one real quick. Okay, you should have gotten an answer of 0.1899072, and to check significant digits, I've got how many here? 2. Awesome. So 2 significant digits. And how many on this second number? Should have 5 significant digits here. I'm going to be limited by the 2 number of significant digits. So 1, 2. The 9 is going to round that 8 up to a 9. And I get 0.19. Okay, so now adding and subtracting. When you add numbers or subtract numbers, you're going to round the decimal to the least number of decimal places. Okay, any trailing zeros in a whole number, turn those to zeros in the answer also. So if I look at these here, they are similar but slightly different. Notice that on the right, I've got fewer significant digits. I've got fewer decimal places that are significant in that number. So whenever I do my calculations, then I can only keep that last significant digit in the least precise number. So because I had digits here in all of those decimal places, I was able to keep all of those as significant digits. Because I had to cut it off right there, I could only keep 9.3, and the numbers after that we just leave blank. Okay, so then if I am looking at 5.00 centimeters minus 4.352 centimeters, so let me reformat that. I've got minus 4.352 centimeters. When I subtract that, I should get 0.648 centimeters because I've got a 0 right there. But when you do that, you've got to look at what is my least precise digit that I can keep. So I can keep everything to the left of that line. Okay, so then I check. That 8 is going to round that 4 up. Final answer is going to be 0.65. Okay, so 0.65 for correct significant digits or significant figures. So when I do this, a number can only be as precise as the least precise number in its calculations. Okay, so 430 millimeters plus 200 or plus 23 millimeters. When I get the calculated answer, that's going to be 453 millimeters. However, because 430 only has the tens place significant, the answer has to only have the tens place significant. So whenever you do that, I would have 450 millimeters because I can only keep the tens place. Okay? So some examples. We've got 24.3 plus 19.432 plus 12.2. When I calculate that out, I've got 55.932. What I always do is I always draw a line wherever I need to cut it off. So then that's going to be right there because my tenths place is what I can keep. Then right after the tenth place is a 3. That's going to keep that 9 a 9. It's going to round it down to 55.9. And I've got 55.9. Okay, next, let's do 345 plus 13.45 plus 94.3. Do my calculation out, and I've got 452 0.75. Because I had to cut it off, my ones place is the last place that I can keep a significant digit in. Because of this number up here, my ones place is the last thing. So I need to round to my ones place, which is going to be 453. So 453 would be that final answer. All right, you guys go ahead and try this one. Pause the video, see what you get when you calculate this one. All right, welcome back. We've got 265 plus 19.46 and 15.35. When I add those together, I should get the number 299.81. Cut off where I need to, so that's going to be for my ones place. And this one's a little bit tricky, so pay close attention here. That 8 is going to round that 9 up, but the way I think about that is think about this as a number. So 999, if I round that 9 up, then I go to the next number. So the number after, sorry, not 999, 299. 299. Sorry. So if I round that number up, the next number will be 300. So it'll be 300, but I need both of these decimal places to be significant. So how do I make sure that those are shown as significant? Exactly, I need a decimal point right there. So my final answer is going to be 300 decimal. Okay, so whenever you combine those, you're going to need to use order of operations, and then at the very end, round your number with significant digits. Okay, wait until the very, very end to round those. So if we're looking at 3.42 plus 1.1 divided by 2.73, then you were looking at getting this done first, do that division. Again, round only at the end. Once we get that division done, then add that with 3.429, and then we get 3.8229, so on and so forth. We can only keep 2 significant digits because of our division here. Okay, then if I'm looking at this number, same thing. I've got to do my division first. Then once I get that division, then I've got this number plus the 3.42. Since my original answer, my division, that is wrong. Can you see why? All right, so because my multiplication and division here had 1.1, I can actually only keep 2 significant digits. So then I've got that, which will give me 3.5 as my final answer for this one. I'll have to correct that on the slides. Thank you guys. Then if I've got this one, I've got order of operations, so multiplication and division needs to happen first. So multiply these two numbers, and when I get that, I've got the 87.606. Then add those together, and I can keep the 10th place in my number. So then whenever I get that final answer, it'll be 105 here. Okay, then let's try this one real quick. So I've got